Hey, what's up, everybody? It looks like Renee and Marilyn's already here, so thanks for showing up, guys. Appreciate it. Uh, Went ahead and decided on one of these 2011 IMPs tonight, I think. I've got a couple boxes that showed up, though, that I probably will open right now, I think.
Shutting it off, sorry.
Clancy, what's up? James Day. There's Daniel. I'm going to say Amaday. I think I'm saying that correctly. Zeno is here. Nathan, what's up? Karsten, hello, hello. Corey. I did grab something else that I was thinking. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this thing. Had a really cool dude, October Skyline, which is the guy that I got my corned beef hash from. This thing used to have a sticker on it right here, I believe, or something. But it's just a resealable bag, so it can be looked inside of. And I'm not exactly sure like what I'm going to do with stuff like this. The Best Buy date on this was October 25th of 2017, so it's a bit out of date. There's a couple, I don't know, there's some busted honey in there. I mean, this is a neat ration, and like to see there's some mess in there that I probably should just go ahead and take that out of there and wipe it down. Not exactly sure what to do with this thing. Like, that's kind of hard. It's really hard, actually. But there's different kasha dishes in here, and then there's like soups, and I'm not even sure what all's in there, to be quite honest. Hello, Gina. Let's see here. I got a box here from Gail Hoffman. And I also have a box here from Mr. Cyanide Cookies, or I call him Dan, or Daniel, all the way from Australia. And honestly, I feel like definitely this box deserves to have a video made of it that I should shoot. I don't know. I haven't seen him in here yet. There's Pitty's mom, Gina. Hello, hello. We got Daniel. Tracy, hello. What's happening? Corrosion 37, hello. Let me go back through here and see. There's Mickey Joe, hello. You guys, Renee has a ration channel she started. Mickey Joe, if you guys haven't went and checked them out. Looks like Big Steve ENT. Hello, hello. I don't know that I've seen you in here before. So there's Elandil. So that's good. We got some new faces in here. Jason J, hello. Fixie Clary, hello. There we got Eric. I think I've just about covered everybody. So, oh, there's Old Mate Drop Bear. What's up? He's got a ration channel. He's got the hard to get in America stuff. He's got a 5-man CR5M 5-man, and he's got some cool stuff over there on his channel. You guys go check that out. He's also got some Black Dog Bob's new stuff he's already got up over there. What's MRE Nation? I keep forgetting the name of it. Man, I appreciate that, dude. Big Steve ENT, appreciate that. Enjoys the videos, man. I've got a video I've got to get up. I hate to post it tomorrow, but I may just go ahead and post it on Sunday. Heck with it. I need to get some stuff posted. This box it's super heavy, and you guys can see I made sure to take everything off there as to not dox Dan. I don't see him in here yet, so I'm definitely going to take this out of the way. Hey, get out of there, dude. Get. Thank you. Okay, now Gail, I do not know what your screen name is, or if I have maybe maybe overlooked your name in the comments. But if Gail's in here, let me know that you're in here, and if you want to have this opened up, I can do that. She was from Illinois, I think, or Indiana, Indiana, or I think it was one of the I states. Super warm in Alaska today. Feels like spring. It was cold here today. And I mean, not super cold, but it was cold. Went to the post office today, Fernbark, and they were closed. The post office today. Today was Saturday. Well, sometimes our post. Wait a minute, our post office is open until 11:30, and I think it's only open like 2 hours, like 9 to 11:30, 2.5 hours, something like that. It's not very long. But we're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna go ahead and get this Chinese style beef macaroni. Anybody doesn't know, this is a Canadian individual meal pack from 2011. That's what the 11 is on there. And let's see here. It's possible to have an entree substituted by another one. That's a pretty interesting thought. That you open this up thinking you're going to have the Chinese style beef macaroni. I wonder how often that happened. I doubt it happened very often. But for them to put that on there, that's it's pretty strange. Cyanide Cookies is in the building. Hey, cool. So I just had your box out here, Dan. And was talking about that. I told everyone I feel like it deserves an unboxing video on its own. You spent a lot of money on just shipping alone, let alone whatever is inside of that box. So that is super generous of you, dude. I really do appreciate that. Before I get started, like you guys probably noticed, I had this. I just was going through some of my old stuff the other day, and I found my grandpa's. This is his old watch. See, he was shot in the wrist right here. And he always wore his watch, like, covering his wrist. Which this isn't the watch that he wore all the time. This was the one that he did wear through the war, though. This is the watch that he had. Now, I don't know if he had to have another one issued after he was shot, because it was in the wrist that he wore his watch on. So, and it will run, but it will not run properly. If I wind it up some here, I'll show you that the, okay, focus. See the seconds turning over there. I would love to get this thing fixed and throw a band on it. I would definitely wear it. This was his bracelet too. I mean, it's kind of weird that I'm wearing it, honestly. I just put it on so I wouldn't forget to show you guys. It's kind of an odd closure clasp there. I feel like I have never seen another one like this. I'm sure it may have been common a long time ago, but it's not anymore. It's kind of a weird double clasp that goes in there. This is sterling silver, but yeah, it's silver. But yeah, it's got his name engraved on it. It's old school engraving. You can kind of see it there. Yeah, Howard R. Roush. Kind of cool, man. But his watch, something I do cherish this watch. I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't work properly. I think someone overwound it at some point. It may have even been me years and years and years ago, whenever I was a kid still. I don't think I overwound it, though. I don't think I did that, but I definitely could have. So I'm not going to say for sure that I didn't. And I think it'll only run maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, maybe, if that. Actually, about 10 minutes, because I set it at 8 o'clock and wound it up, and it ran, obviously, until about 10 after 8. So, yeah, I don't know who I would take this to try to get it fixed, but I do feel like it's worth getting fixed. It's a Waltham. Yeah. There you go. Now, I just saw one of these come up on eBay the other day, and like an idiot, I missed it. I was totally going to buy it. I mean, it looked very similar to this. I think there was probably, I've seen 5 different manufacturers of World War II era watches like this, and Rolex was one of them. And the Rolex, it looked almost identical to this, except it said Rolex the back. It had the same U.S. military stamping in the back, like this one has. It's what is this? It's got a OG 13028, and then the Ordnance Department, and then it has USA stamped on it. Kind of cool. Also, found my my old case knife. I got this one. I was a little kid. I was probably 9 or 10, I'm going to say, and it is a carbon steel knife. So I actually didn't use this knife. I intended just to keep it nice. Even as a kid, I didn't want to mess it up or whatever. So I put it in a box. Didn't have it oiled or anything, and I don't know what else was in that box. It wasn't. I mean, it was a little wooden keepsake box, and I went and got this out probably 5 years after it had set in that box, and it was ate up pretty bad. I've got it looking pretty good right now, but as you can see on the blades, there is some discoloration and rust from it sitting in that box. I really hate that happened, but I should just probably use this. It's still got the factory edge on it. It's got some rust down in there. I've tried my best to get it cleaned up to the best of my ability without really going to town and scuffing it up or anything like that. I don't want that to happen. So kind of just gotta leave the rust and stuff, unless there's a technique that I don't know about to remove that corrosion. But like I said, it's a high carbon steel, so that's why it rusts and stuff like that. But I'll be using that today to open some stuff. I kind of just got it out to use it just for today. So we're going to check out what's in this older IMP. These things are always interesting. That's why I like these. Are great for live streams, because you open these up. I mean, okay, let's break down what's in an MRE. You're going to have usually roughly about, I don't know, 13 items, including, I mean, that's including what's in the accessory packets. So, you know, that, I mean, 13 items, that's a lot. That's a lot versus carrying just a single Mountain House meal to go camping or something. So you got an MRE, and then you got all that variety of items in there. Now you open up an IMP, and I don't know, we'll take a count to see how many items are in here. I mean, there's not a traditional accessory packet in the IMPs. The accessories are just scattered through the bag, obviously. Anyone who's ever seen an IMP opened up knows that. And I open these things kind of different from everyone else, I guess. I try to keep them as neatly opened as possible. But to do that, I always rip that area right there, and then it just comes right open, peels right open. Nice and easy. And right there is the sheet, which they don't do this anymore. Now you have a QR code that you scan, and it takes you to their Facebook page, of all places. And I think if you have a ID number, you can get into a system, and you can rate your meal and individual items on there that way. So let's go through this bag and see what we've got in here. We have a coffee flavored Werther's Original, which I think that's awesome. I dig the coffee. Now we have the Type 1, which I think is really cool. I don't know if the Canadian Type 1s and stuff like that went kind of like the ones in America did. I mean, I'm sure they're not the same, but similar. Oh, wow. Okay. That has to be a mistake. We have 2 packages of soy sauce. I figure there's only supposed to be 1 in there, but cool. So we're already up to, what, 4 items here already. 4 little individual items already. Let's see what else we got in here. We have some matches that are... Ah, these are Eddie Match. These are not DD Beans. Eddie Match product. Pembroke, Ontario. Wait. What? Oh, okay. Is what it's saying. Eddie Match of USA, I guess. Eddie Match product of USA. Okay. And they were... Why does it have an Ontario? That's Canada. Huh. Interesting. They're pink tip. Strike on back. Matches. We have our 100 grains of sugar. How many grams that is? Probably, what, 30 grams of sugar? No, it can't be 30 grams of sugar. Probably 5 grams of sugar, maybe? Something like that. 5 grams. I don't know what 100 grains is. Oh, cool. We got another pack of sugar. Okay. Doubled up on the sugar. So we got double doubles. What else do we have here? Okay. A passion fruit sports drink. That'll be the first time I've ever had a passion fruit from a Canadian ration. That ought to be interesting in itself. Oh, okay. We have an all-brand bar, honey nut flavored. It's a 30-gram bar. Okay. Interesting. Spring vegetable cup of soup by Lipton. Awesome. Yeah, lots of items in these things. Lots and lots of items. We have our beverage bag. You get a fruit beverage line and a chocolate beverage line. Does not list one for coffee, but I assume it's the same for the chocolate and the coffee. So that's cool. Those bags are heavy duty too. If you guys haven't ever handled one, they are heavy duty. We have our pepper. How much pepper is in there? Gram or two of pepper, I'm going to assume. Yeah. Sunbeck brand. And we have some Ritz sandwich crackers. Looks like maybe crackers with real cheese. That is some funky looking cheese squirting out of them things. Alright. We've got a whitener for tea and coffee. Type 1. Just like the coffee. Type 1. We have another instant coffee. Type 1. What is going on here? This is so interesting. It's like I know for a fact there is not supposed to be 2 coffees in this thing. So we got 2 coffees, 2 sugars so far, which I'll take the extra coffee. Awesome. That is great. Yeah, I'll have that for next time I need a coffee on a live stream where I don't get it in a ration. And here we have another whitener. Okay. This is cool. I'm sure there's no way that can't be correct. And we have some red cinnamon gum. This is the same exact gum as the US issue. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they messed up and put extra stuff in here. We have salt to go with our pepper. And there is the traditional long Canadian white spoon. And this big old brown blanket of a napkin. I'll cover everything up with that just about. Yeah, that thing's probably about a foot square, foot by foot. 1 foot, I would say 12 inches by 12 inches, about what that is, roughly. But it's pretty decent. Now, I wouldn't want to have to try to use that for another purpose. I don't think that would be enough, nor do I think it would be very nice for that. Now we're down to, this is our dessert, and it's sliced peaches. And this box does not say dessert on it, does it? Huh. Ingredients, peaches. Water, sugar, citric acid, and ascorbic acid. How many calories in that? I'm curious, real quick to see. Calories. 140 grams. 130 calories. Okay. And this is our macaroni. Wait a minute. Chinese style beef macaroni. And looks like this is only, wait a minute. Yeah, 210 calories. Really? That seems awful low. Huh. Okay. Alright. And there's two more items in the bag, actually. We have our wet wipe, which is super nice. Sand Faycon. Okay. And we also have a toothpick. I love the fact that they put toothpicks in there, but they stopped doing that. And that is everything out of the bag. Huh. This was an interesting one. I'm pretty daggone sure that I'm not supposed to have 2 coffees. But I thought I should have had 2 sports drinks. Now, maybe that's why I got an extra coffee to substitute calorie-wise for the for no sports drink. How many calories? It's not going to tell me, is it? Huh. No nutritional information on the sports drink, so your guess is as good as mine on that. We'll get the tray up here, and then we'll go get the main in some boiling water. So we got peaches. Wait a minute. Before I do this, I want to see how many different items was in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 items. Huh. Now, I'm not including the paper that does not have anything to do with the food or your meal, in my opinion. Now, everything else, the napkin, the drink bag, everything else, yes, it counts. So, we got double soy sauces, too. So, that's kind of odd, too. Somebody must have just felt generous on, on this particular IMP right here to throw the extras in there like they did. So, 2 coffees, 2 sugars, and 2 creamers, which is awesome. Got our salt and pepper. Okay, I'm going to set this stuff out of the way. I do not need it. Got crackers, candy. Alright. There we go. Alright. 25 items in this thing. Awesome. Yeah, that's what makes these interesting, in my opinion. They don't skimp. They go almost overboard with the extras. I mean, not extras, but just lots of stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. So, let me get this out right here. Which it kind of feels bloated, to be quite honest. Which, I'll tell you right now, is typical of IMPs. They end up, yep. You guys can tell that that is ballooned up a little bit, and then after I go in there and boil it, it's probably going to get even worse. So let me go through this one, the boiling water real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. No. All right, let's get. We got a cup of soup to make. Let's make our sports drink first. We'll use this cup, Coca-Cola cup. Something got splashed on my cup right there. It was sitting in there by the stove though, so it's hard to tell. It's cooking something. 250 milliliters for this passion fruit sports drink. I have to assume by the print on the bag that it's going to be purple or pink. Oh, it smells really nice. Nothing really sticks out. I'm not familiar with passion fruit, so this flavor will be a little bit odd to me, I think, probably. Okay. 250 mils, which is not very much water. Okay. Border of Chaos. What's happening? What is happening? Hey, I want to say I appreciate everybody taking the time out of their Saturday evening and hanging out on the live stream here. Okay, I'm not going to go the full 250. I'm going like a little above, just a little above 200 there, because I want this to have some flavor. Okay, let's get a good look at it. Change colors here. Oh, okay. That's not what I expected. It's I would call that a peach color. It's very, very, very peachy color. Give it a quick stir. And it is not see-through at all. Like, you know, it seems to be pretty densely flavored. Yeah, that's pretty interesting looking. The camera's not picking it up exactly the way my eye is. It's slightly pinker in color than it's coming across on screen as more orange in color. But nonetheless, there it is. Okay. Now, next we will get our sliced peaches out of here. Okay. Break out the old knife here. I think I got it open. I think. Love the hash brown with peppers and onions. Karsten, I made a post yesterday asking what you guys would like to see. I had a few suggestions for the older IMPs, so kind of just went that route. Like I said, these are always super interesting because they're just packed full of stuff. The amount of items in this is probably close to as many items as are in a 24-hour ration sometimes, or very close. But Karsten suggested a German ration, and I do have a German ration that I would like to use on a live stream. And if I do that, whoa, that was, oh man. Okay, that just juiced all over the place. Man. Alright. These are going in a bowl. Makes it a little bit easier later on me to do it this way. Okay. Oh. Yep. Got peach juice all over the place, because whenever I opened that, it literally squirt juice out all over the place. So let me get my big old brown napkin and do some damage control here. There we go. Make it off the tray. This is a Chinese style chili mac, beef mac. Doesn't have peach flavor to it. Now we have this Lipton cup of soup, and it takes 175 milliliters. Which I think, I don't know, 175 milliliters, maybe not. let's just use the old Bob Ross mug. It is a cup of soup after all, so fittingly we'll put it in a cup, and this is spring vegetable. Okay, it does have like a kind of a beef bouillon type of smell to it. There's you a good look at it. Lots and lots of powder in there. A few little noodles. Break out our hot water here. And I just used my coffee cup for soup. Oh well. It'll be alright. 175 milliliters for this. Okay. Let's set my thermos down right there. Okay, 175 milliliters going into the cup. There we go. Huh. Okay, smells like I can smell some celery in there. And it does have a very nice smell to it. Kind of a beefy type of smell. I don't think that even really needs to be stirred around too much. Next up, we're going to make some coffee. And we're just going to make it in my self-stirring mug because I do not have my foreignmre.com mug handy. So we're going to use this one instead. We got a sugar. We got one of the coffees and one of the whiteners. Okay. Let's get all this into the cup. Daniel, you're dead to me. Cheese spreads are wonderful. The cheese spreads are okay. I like the jalapeno cheese spread is by far my favorite. Okay, this looks like it is a spray dried coffee. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it in here. There we go. Would you look at that? Pretty dark, actually. Pretty dark. Good deal. I'll go ahead and put our whitener in as well. I'll make a different pile over here for that. And last but not least, our sugar. 100 grains of sugar, which, again, I'm not exactly sure how many grams of sugar 100 grains is. We'll make another pile over here. We got 3 separate piles of powder in there. It's kind of hard to distinguish the creamer from the sugar, but nonetheless, it's there. All right, get us some water. All right. Now I am putting 1 cup of water to this, and I probably should have just put 6 ounces, but we're going with the full 8. There we go. Now give it a stir. Uh-oh. Now my battery must be dead. Not good. See if I can get the bottom off. And then I gotta go get the entree. Oh, my batteries might have just been falling out of there. Nope. Whoa, blindside. Thanks for the hello, sir. Sorry, was driving and listening, and I waved as I went by. Well, I appreciate that, dude, and thank you so much for the awesomely generous $20 donation, my friend. Oh, man, that was too kind of you, man. Too kind. I'm going to grab 2 batteries while I am getting the main entree, guys. I'll be right back. I don't want that to get too overcooked in there. There we go. going to be funny if this brand new cup's already stopped working. Which, one of those Christmas gag gift type things, so it's very possible that it has stopped working. But I have 2 brand new batteries that were pretty convenient to get to, so we're going to see. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I think we just have a loose contact on one side. Need to bend the spring a little bit. Holding a cup of coffee above my head at this moment. Nope. That didn't take care of it. Huh. Well, I guess unless I got the batteries in it wrong, I don't think so. It's possible, I guess. Let me double check. I can't see nothing. That's the problem. Nope, I can't tell. Just have to wait until the cup's empty later. Yeah, that sucks though. I was intending on that working, but we'll just do it with traditional way with a spoon. The only thing is there's a little bit of a obstruction in the bottom of the cup where the stirring thing is in the middle. But my water was super, super mega hot. Thanks again, Blindside, for that, man. I really do appreciate that, dude. Really, really nice of you, man. Really generous to donate to the stream. Really appreciate you, man. All right, I think I'm just about there. All right, we're gonna leave that sit there for a second. Let's get this all brand bar out. Take a look at that. Emmy just put out a cooking with MRE components video. Peanut butter cannonballs. Oh, really? Awesome. I sent Emmy a corned beef hash a long time ago. I hope she reviews that thing because it was a good one. It was a fully edible corned beef hash, and you guys know that that's my favorite ration or MRE. So hopefully she gets to experience that sometime. Well, whenever she decides to. But this thing is in many pieces. So let's take a look at the other side of it. Okay. It's a little more textured on the top there. It looks like maybe like some finely crushed pieces of peanut or something on top of there. Not really sure. I'll give it a smell. Actually smells a little bit old. And it's definitely falling apart, so it's probably pretty dry. I gotta give this a try, just to see how it's held up. Alright, here we go. And down the hatch with the all brand bar. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely showing its age a little bit. It's not bad though. It's not bad. It just has it's a little bit stale. And the flavor is just slightly it's just stale. It's just slightly stale is the best way to put that. Now these things, I do not have any hope for these at all. The clear packaging like this, straight up commercialized. Had these been put in a solid retort pouch, even left inside this clear packaging and put inside a retort pouch, they probably would have survived. No longer than it's been, but in this instance, I don't think these are going to be much count. I know, I saw Nathan didn't have any luck with them. But we're going to give them a try nonetheless. Okay. They, I don't know, they kind of smell like an old MRE to me. I don't know, they smell cheesy. They don't smell bleachy or anything. But, I got one of those out. give it a try here in a second. Last thing we got left to do is get out our, was it Chinese style? Yeah, Chinese style beef macaroni. Alright, our tear notches are up here. Alright, there we go. It's definitely full of air when I started this, before I even put it in there. It smells fabulous though. It smells very meaty. The ground beef is really prevalent in the smell. Peppers, I can smell those. The cooked peppers. Looks like possibly some celery in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Marilyn, hey, say hi to Sharon before she cries. Sharon, oh shoot, hang on. Thank you so much for the generous donation, and heads up to Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Thank you so much for showing up. Really do appreciate your company here this Saturday evening, and thank you so much, Marilyn, for the generous donation, and heads up to say what's up to Sharon. I get involved in the food, and I forget to check the chat sometimes. So, alright. Got that. Now, let me just go back through the chat a little bit. Smokey, read messages, please. Yes, sir. Will do. Those cheese Ritz crackers may give Old Smokey the chits. So, let's see. Gina says it looks odd. I think you're probably talking about the cracker. Yeah, there we go. That looks yummy, doesn't it? Oh, yummy. Yeah, I gotta try that here in a second. I don't want to start off with that though. I want to start off with the main, even though I did try the all grain bar. It is. Happens. The cases of MREs they brought damn sure lifted my spirits. Oh, Renee, say hi to Sharon. Okay, daggone it, guys. I must have been not paying attention for a while, huh? Say hello to Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Again, yes. Okay, alright. Let's go back through here. Like a woman ignored. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I do. I apologize for missing the messages. I'm still scrolling back some. I saw something pretty interesting, guys. While I'm thinking about it, it just kind of entered my mind here, and I want to speak on it while I'm thinking about it. Okay. Now, our government was shipping to people these great big styrofoam coolers with what is essentially group ration food, or actually it was pre-cooked and packaged food. All it needed to do was be heated up. Now, I've seen a couple videos. You guys can search YouTube for this. I've saw a couple videos of people getting those. They come by UPS to the people that I saw get them. And they were, I mean, this is for someone who was on food stamps, who lost their food stamps because the government shut down, which the government's back up now for a very I wish he'd have just kept it down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to discuss politics, but you guys just heard what I think. And this woman went through and ripped all these packages open, which I'm going to guess was probably a 2-week supply of food, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not exactly sure. It was at least a week's worth of food, at least for a family, not just her, for a family. Now, she was just, you expect me to eat this? And honestly, like, looking at it, it looked pretty good. I thought it looked pretty good. There was something that had a biscuit in it. I can't remember what it was. And she took that biscuit out and was complaining about it. Yeah, it was all cold. It was literally in a cooler. She just pulled it out of a cooler and complaining about it being hard. Yes, it's hard because I would say everything was probably frozen or almost frozen. So, but for anyone to complain about free food like that, just, oh. Yeah, it burnt my butt a little bit, guys. It burnt my butt. I'm wanting to smoke one of these. Mickey Joe sent these to me with a 2018 Canadian IMP, and he said these are the worst cigarettes he's ever had. And I will say, yes, they're pretty rough. Wandering Marine Veteran says, beggars can't be choosers. Well, that's the problem in America. Beggars think they can be choosers. They had these things handed to them, and they're complaining about it. I just can't, I can't get it through my mind. But, all right, moving on. I'm going to try this Chinese beef mac before I go on a big old rant and rave over this this one woman that I watched on videos. Just, oh, it was something else. I'm going to go right in for the whole shebang. I'm going for the noodles, the peppers, the ground beef. We're going for all of it. So, here we go. Down the hatch with the main. That is really good. The noodles are overcooked. They're way too soft. But the flavor, it's really nice and rich. It's just a wholesome comfort food is what I would call it. The ground beef is really nice. The texture is really good. It's not some processed crap. I wish the noodles were a little stiffer. I really do. I mean, they're not complete mush, but they're pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close. It's a really hearty gravy to it. The peppers and stuff don't give it a whole lot of flavor. Looks like that's a lot of celery right there. Oh, there we go. Eric says, to Gina, my eyes lit up. My eyes lit up when I saw the pallets, one pallets of case A and B. I have several cases. Where were they handing those out at, Eric? If you don't mind me asking. Wow, Daniel. Just scored a dozen cases the other day. Wow. Are they fresh? That's the main thing, man. I mean, if you guys can get some super fresh, which you guys know, if they've been stored even halfway decent, anything back to 2012, 2013, if they've been stored even okay, they've still got a good amount of time left in them if you take care of them once you get them. I want to try just the beef on its own. Now, I'm curious to what makes this Chinese. Because nothing really screams Chinese to me whenever I take a bite of that. The ground beef is really nice, though. Really nice. I want to say thanks again to everyone who donated. Really, really do appreciate your guys' generous donations. Definitely for making me notice that I hadn't said hello to Sharon. And I don't see Sharon talking in the comments. Did I make her mad? And no, she didn't leave, did she? Surely not. Kaylin. That reminds me. I have a tracking number I need to give to you. I sent you a package out yesterday. Should be there probably Monday, I'm going to guess. Got to try it with the soy sauce. There's not much in there. 6 grams. Which, I mean, what's in a bottle of Tabasco? 1/8 of an ounce. A little more than 6 grams, I guess it would be. I'm not sure. Let's see. Now, before I go dumping it on there, I just want to try it on its own. Just the soy sauce and see what's going on with that. It's got a... doesn't have much of a smell, and it should have some smell. Okay. That has a, like, almost teriyaki flavor to it. Almost a little bit sweet, salty, and smoky. All right, we're going to give it, oh, whoa, a little more than I had liked, than I wanted to put on there. I'll just have to take this bite with another bite here real quick. There it is with the soy sauce. It's better without it. Yep. It doesn't really do anything for it. This is flavored very well on its own. The salt level is good. Could use some pepper though. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of salt on it since I have it. Okay. Put a little salt on it. About half that package. Put a little pepper on it. The pepper is definitely going to benefit it, I feel like. Get that spread out all over it so I don't have to mix it up. There we go. Used all the pepper. Not a whole lot in those packages. Get a good peppery bite there. Wow. That actually did change it. I'm surprised at how much it changed. All right, read some comments. Jenny Dunn just got here. The Bob is back. Have good contact to a seller, Karsten says. Fireman Food's here, huh? Awesome. 30-year fireman. Retired, says he retired 2 years ago. I got one of your patches right here somewhere. Oh, right here. Let me get it out without knocking a bunch of stuff down. Yes, sir. Right there, that came from Fireman Food, guys. Retired fireman. Put 30 years in, he said. 30 years. That is a full career. Alright, I gotta try this vegetable soup out, guys. What do you think about those fires out there, Fireman Food? You think there's something kind of weird going on whenever you see melted wheels, melted engine blocks, and trees right next to those vehicles that are not even singed at all? I think that's kind of odd. Whoa. Whoa. Holy crap. Okay. This is sweet. This has got a sweet flavor to it. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I mean, it's savory, but it also has a sweet flavor to it at the same time. That was the first couple years of my career. I finished out in San Diego City. San Diego. That's a cool place to be right there. This kind of has a sweet tomato base to it. That's kind of what I'm picking up. The noodles are nice, though. It's kind of nice to have a noodle that's not completely soft like those others. Mm-hmm. I'll take a little bit of these noodles here. A little bit of this ground beef right here. Mix those together. This is really good. It really is. For as old as it is, too. I mean, it's a solid 7 years old. And that is old food, guys. 7-year-old food is old. Old enough to start school. Let's just say I can't say too much. But if I did, I'd have a knock on my door late at night. I have to assume that you're talking about the odd stuff that I mentioned. Fireman food. Because I think if anyone would know, it would be you. How odd that really is. I just think that it's super odd to see aluminum wheels melted the way they are and engine blocks melted down, puddled up on the ground on pavement. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. Check this out, guys. You guys see that? Just dripped on the... Hang on. You guys see that? Somebody's left a hair in there for me. Awesome. Awesome. Yep. I mean, I guess you eating that out in the field, you ain't really thinking too much about it. You just, I would have never noticed. I doubt. Not for sure, but I doubt. Yeah, it would take some serious heat. I used to make aluminum, and I know the temperatures it takes to make aluminum, to melt aluminum in particular. And I can't see a vehicle fire getting hot enough to melt the engine block and the wheels the way I've seen photos and videos of. Something's up there. Something just isn't right. If you're talking to me, Fireman Food, I can send you some. I can send you some camels, dude. Yes, sir. I think I've got. I should have about a half a pack of 1956s. Or 57. They might be 57s. Yeah, they might be 1957s. Yeah, they are. They are. I'm pretty sure. They're the same. Hang on a second, guys. There we go. They're the same as these. Right here. And these came out of a I think these came out of the 1957 5-man. 5-in-1. If I remember right. Same thing that the that this Tops spearmint gum right here came out of. You can actually, this is actually see-through on this side. It's pretty wild that they had packaging like this back in 1957. I just, for some reason, I didn't think that things were as modern as they were back then. And honestly, like, I've seen things clear back from the 30s that wouldn't look out of place today in a convenience store. Pretty wild when you think about how the stuff was back then and fit right in today. Alright, I'm going after these peaches, guys. Looking awful good. They kind of look dark. Ain't gonna lie, they kind of look a little dark. Especially this one. Let y'all get a look at that. Yeah, they look a little bit more on the dark side, I would have to say. Alright, let's give it a try. Yeah, they taste good, though. Nice and sweet. Kind of mild sweetness. It's not overly sweet. Yep. So, again, I want to thank you guys for taking some time out of your day to spend with me. I do not take that for granted. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. And I also really appreciate everyone who was generous enough to donate. I'm humbled by that every single time. And I really, really, really do appreciate it. One thing I'll say about the canned peaches and stuff like that. Kaylist says, not really feeling much better. Fibromyalgia stinks. This flare is bad. Lots of headaches and pain in my hips and knees. Yeah, that's awful. Looks like Karsten's taking off. Elandil, they sure do. The largest wild population here. What are we talking about? Population of? Sharon, order one from foreignmre.com. Sharon Tackett should buy one and try it. Love to have an IMP. The IMPs are really nice. Whoa. Going to send you another ration. Not sure what. Hopefully better than the French cold weather. I think. I'm not going to, well, I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could do the French cold weather on a live stream, but I feel like I probably should do it on a video. Anytime I do a 24-hour ration, guys, I was going to say this earlier, and thank you again for that donation, man. I didn't even mention that. Blindside, thanks again, dude. Generous $5 donation from Mr. Blindside. Really appreciate that, man. What I was going to mention earlier, while I'm thinking about it, I better say it now, because I'll forget. If I say I open a German EPA, let's just say that's what the next stream is, or actually I have a South African that I really need to get to because it expires the beginning of February. So after that, I mean, I'm pretty sure those South Africans go downhill pretty quick. They're not made for any type of longevity whatsoever. Now, say I open up a German EPA on a live stream next week. Let's just say next week or midweek, whatever. Next time I get a chance to live stream. And I honestly, if I open up a 24-hour ration on a live stream, I'm probably only going to do the one video with it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to eat the entire 24-hour ration in one sitting. That's just not realistic. And unless my kids are helping me eat it, which depending on what the stuff is, it really does. It depends on what it is, whether or not they're going to help me or not. Now, I'd probably just do the one opening of it. I'd probably do most of the breakfast, and then I'd do another full meal with it in a live stream, but I probably wouldn't bring out the leftover components to try to do another live stream with. I feel like that's not very interesting for you guys, and if I'm going to do a live stream, I'd prefer to just have a ration for you guys to see opened up from start to finish, or from the get-go, I guess what I should say, because if it's a 24-hour ration, it's difficult. There's no way, guys. My stomach is too small. I cannot eat a 24-hour ration in one setting. I could see like LA Beast or somebody maybe being able to eat a 24-hour ration in one setting. Actually, I don't know too many people that could do that. Matt Stoney. I mean, there's people on YouTube that could do it, I think. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see them do that, because you see them do like 10,000 calorie challenges and watch them eat 10 Big Macs and 10 large fries, and it's crazy. It is crazy to me that someone can ingest that large amount of food. But that's not me. I just can't do it. My stomach has shrank. I used to be able to eat a lot more. Well, considerable amount more. Not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but a considerable amount more. And after I got hurt and had some other issues, and I don't know, I lost like 60 pounds, my stomach shrank, and it's never stretched back out or whatever. So, it is what it is. So, I'm kind of craving this after the peaches for some reason. I feel like it'll get good. That's weird. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit stale. Has a little bit of age to it. Might go good with the coffee. About to find out. Blindside, man. Dude, thank you so much for that generous donation again, man. I'm watching the comments, so you surely didn't have to donate for me to catch that, but yeah, the fish in it. That was a 50-50 thing, I think, where we were at with that. He picked that up from Drew, and he only had 2 of them. One had the fish and one didn't. But I think he had like 5 of them total. RC Gusto got one and reviewed it. Same menu. But I think like 4 out of the 5 that he had were the same menu with the fish. So the odds were stacked against that for the having the fish, which I don't mind fish, man. Like I had that salmon, whatever, salmon IMP, and I honestly didn't think I was going to like it, because I mean, I'm not a fish guy. I'm not a seafood guy. I've been getting into sushi and stuff here lately. I don't know. Maryland, is Steve's the only one you've seen? Border Mickey had to leave. LA Beast could do it, and he would eat the packaging. Yeah, I'd love to get LA Beast to eat a ration. I've been trying, guys. Like, I used to get on his live streams all the time and be like, man, why don't you, I'll send you some MREs or rations or whatever. If he just, like, he doesn't want to do it. I don't know what his deal is with that. What? Whoa, look, my cup started working. Wow. Wonder why. Huh. Alright, I'm going to give this coffee a try. Whoa. Wow, that's bitter. Huh. Yeah, that's not great coffee. It needs more sugar. Definitely needs more sugar. I'll tell you what, though. Dipping this all bran bar in here was pretty good, though. I had my first foray into sushi last week. I had I don't know what that word is. Inari. for the first time. I love it, but no fish in it. Or seaweed. Actually, I like the seaweed. I know it sounds weird. I don't know why I like it, though. I just actually had some a little bit ago. Finished off a roll that I had. And it had avocado, cucumber, and chicken in it. And then it was rice, and it was wrapped with seaweed. Or it was wrapped with seaweed, and then it had rice around it. I liked it. Like, I don't know. I'm not big on that imitation crab, though. Just something weird about that to me. Wandering Marine Veteran, yeah. Furious Pete's done numerous MRE videos. He got ripped off on a German EPA. It showed up and it had like some French components in it, and it was weird. But I actually like Furious Pete. I think he's a solid dude. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I think he's had some bad luck with MREs and rations, because the first MRE video that he did, he came out saying that they were US MREs and they were the military food, and what they were MRE star stuff, which is like, if I'm going to be honest, MRE star is like the bottom of the barrel when it comes to MRE components. Everything else I would put above that. XMREs above that. And then, of course, all the military ones have civilian versions as well. And then there's, what's the name of that? I can't think of the other brand. The one that's advertised on MREinfo.com. Meal Kit Supply. Meal Kit Supply, that's right. MKS. Meal Kit Supply stuff is super solid, and all their stuff is actually their own brand, but it's as close to military components as it could possibly be. I feel like XMRE is probably pretty close to that too. I've personally never had an XMRE. The only thing I've done is I've seen videos about them. So one of these days I wouldn't mind trying an XMRE. I think if I probably contacted XMRE, they would probably be willing to send me one for a review. I just have never done that. I just don't like doing that kind of stuff, so figure if I get one, I'll get it on my own. Ah, yes. Okay. It does have a strange smell to it. Now, I want to just try the cheese on its own. Okay. Nope. That is bad. Just the cheese is bad. It's pretty bad. It's not even crunchy anymore. I can't even break that without, like... Oh. Gotta at least take a nibble off of it. Gotta at least try it. The cheese is horrible. No. Oh, it's so bad. Ah. Nope, I had to spit it out. Okay. That was a mistake. Should have never done that. Now my tongue. Yeah, Wandering Marine Veteran. Yeah, Furious Pete had some sad medical news. Yeah, he just had to have his other testicle cut off. So now he has no testicles at all. I don't know if he opted for the implants or not. 100 Powers MRE reviews. What's up, dude? Almost missed the stream. Yeah, almost. Yeah, actually, I didn't watch the video, but I did see the thumbnail. him laying in a hospital bed. Came back, he vlogged. Yeah, he went in and got the other one removed a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's probably been about a week ago, roughly, close to it. Elandil says not big on fish, but he loves sushi. Yeah, me too. Like, I'm not big on fish, but honestly though, the IMP, what was it? It was the salmon. The salmon fillet. I actually really liked that salmon fillet that I had. It was a 2013, I think. It was just kind of, I mean, it wasn't really flavored or anything, I don't think, if I remember right. It might have been garlic flavored or something. I'm not sure. All right. Eeyore, I think is how you say that. I have some 24-hour XMRE 3000 XT. I'm curious to SIG. Yeah. Those XMREs, especially the 3000 XTs or whatever they are, they do look good. I'd like to try the Halal XMRE. I've seen, yeah, I just actually seen those pop up about 3 days ago on eBay. The XMRE is making a exclusively halal case now, and they're selling individual meals too. The individuals, I saw a guy selling them for like $14 for the 1300 calorie ones, which ain't bad. I mean, for an XMRE, those things run expensive. Same with Meal Kit Supply. I feel like those run expensive. And honestly, the way it is now on eBay, like, you can pick up MREs that are super fresh. Whenever I first got into this, I want to try this passion fruit drink real quick. Kind of pineapple-y. I'm way behind on the chat, but Gina says, gosh dang it, I want fish now. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Oops. Hey Smokey, did you ever open that bad Polish ration to see what it turned into? Actually, no. I just picked that thing up like the other day. It's sitting right here. I think it's setting out. Let me see if I can see it. Yep, right there it is. Oh, here it is. There it is. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Look, there's the chocolate bar. You can see it plain as day. And it's warped in the middle. Ooh, it's kind of, ooh, it's soft. Oh no. Oh. That's the water packet right there. I'm not sure what that is. Oh my goodness. I bet you this thing stinks so bad. Has a little bit of a smell coming through the plastic. Kind of fruity. Huh. Kind of has a fruity smell. Doesn't smell like rotten meat or anything, so I've had one of these bust on me before. The main busted. And oh my god, it smelled straight up and looked straight up like a sewer. Like, it was so disgusting. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. If I can get around to it, maybe one day this week, I can, if I can do it early enough. It's got to be daylight outside, because I'm not opening that thing in my house. It's not happening. Nope. Matthew says open it now. Nope, it's not happening, dude. I'm not opening that in my house, man. Fireman Food, I have a bunch of expired Polish MREs. Should they still be good? Yeah, yeah, dude. They're still fine, I'm sure. As long as they don't look or feel anything like the one that I just showed you, I'd say they're fine. Along with the Lithuanians, I've eaten Lithuanians and Polish that were 2 years past their best by date, and nothing in them, not even the crackers, which the Polish, I think one of the Polish had crisp breads in it. They were a little bit stale, but they were fine. So, yeah, your Polish should be good to go. Yep. That watch is running just about 10 minutes, and then it stops. So, I want a camel non-filter. That's what I want. Now, this is not an old one, but this is what I'm wanting. I think I've tried to eat everything. I ate most of the meat out of that. It's like, kind of picked through it a little bit. Optics Planet. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the reason that the premium used to be so high for XMREs and for meal kit supplies was because you were getting super, super fresh rations. Like, everything was a month to 3 months old. You know, all your components were really, really fresh. Now, back whenever I first got into this, the MREs that you would find on eBay would be usually about 3 years old. That was pretty typical. If you found them that were 2 years old, you were doing pretty good. And usually if you found them that were in the 2-year range, they were like getting closer to that 3-year, you know, getting ready to, you know, it was towards the end of that last year or whatever. So, like, let's say right now, it would be like finding, late 2016 or early 2017s. Like, that's what it would have been like back then. Those would have been super fresh. Now you can find, I mean, you're finding mid to late 2018s on eBay, which to me is crazy. I mean, it just, they keep turning up fresher and fresher, which is not how it used to be. It used to be that you had, I mean, it was just, you had to settle for older MREs if you were going to buy military MREs off of eBay. And the premiums on Amazon, I've never seen a good deal on MREs on Amazon. I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest. I've never seen a good deal on MREs over there. I mean, they usually run about 16 and change to 20 some dollars a piece over there, and cases usually run 100, like around $100, 100 and some bucks. You might find a case on Amazon for 80, but I just saw cases on eBay, and they were 2017. They were 2020 Best By date. They were 2017 cases for $45 a case shipped. You cannot beat that, guys. Like, that's seriously mega cheap. That's $3 and change per MRE. You can't beat that. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yep. Bought 3 camel tins for $30 on eBay. Turkish jades were the ones I wanted. But it also came with camel lights and regular camel filters. But I don't smoke with flavors. Cans? Did you say tins? Like this? I'm curious. eBay tends to have a wider variety than Amazon when it comes to rations. Yeah, eBay always has better selection. And also, I mean, let's be straight up about it, better prices. The prices are almost always better. I mean, not every individual's prices are better, but, you know, if you shop around, you got a lot more ability to shop around on eBay. Yeah, you got a lot more selection. So, I want to send the filters. Oh, yeah, cool, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'd be... you smoke the menthols, dude. Look, you need to hit me up in an email, man, so I can send you a pack of these Salems. You and Steve both are getting a pack of those Salems. And then that leaves me with one pack, which I'll probably eventually open up on a live stream whenever I'm really feeling like having a menthol. But these are 92s, I believe, is what we figured out. That cracker messed my mouth up, guys. Oh, these might be 1990s. I think these are 1990s. Fireman Food says, filters, no, yeah. Filters do kind of, the worst part about a cigarette, period, in general, is the filter. But I can't afford to buy non-filters. They're just so daggone expensive, and that's even if you can find them. They're so hard to find. Ah, Gail is here. Okay. I just saw a message pop up from Renee that said Gail is here. Let me see if I can find Gail. Ah, Gail. Bought my first batch of freeze-dried food tonight. Oh, cool. Gail, check out the Dollar Tree. I know I've told people about this, but the best place to buy freeze-dried fruit. Now, Dollar General is carrying some freeze-dried fruit now, and they have pears, which Dollar Tree does not. Dollar Tree has whole strawberries. They have a mixed fruit one. They have peaches, apples, and there was another one. I can't remember right now, though. Anyways, I get them all the time, and they are absolutely fantastic. You get 3/4 of an ounce, which is like, I mean, it's a decent little serving, I would say, for $1. And man, it's awesome. Like, I love it. I love the freeze-dried fruit. Camel went out on me, believe it or not. I was even kind of puffing on it. So, Gail, I have a surprise box from you here. And I can do one of two things. I can save it and open it up whenever I open up cyanide cookies in a video, because I'm opening his up in it. I mean, it may only end up being a 4-minute video if I just do his package, but he deserves to have a video up on the channel for that, because I mean, I just, that's the way I feel about it. So that's the route I'm going to go. Now, he may want me to open that up on the live stream, but I think it's late over there for him, and he may have even already dipped out. So Daniel, hit me up. I'll send you some. Okay. But then in Canada, my Dollar Tree, everything costs $1.25. So, Kaylist, are you in Canada? Or, I don't think you are you? Open it up when you want. I'm fine with it either way. Okay, alright. I'll just add it to, I mean, I have it sitting right here, on standby. And I marked your address out so nobody can see it, but there it is, and I'd have to move the tray, but it won't fit on camera unless I move the tray. Marilyn says his diddly. I think she means that Daniel. Yeah, I think Daniel or Dan cyanide cookies. All three things I call him: Dan, Daniel, and cyanide cookies. I think he probably had to dip out. So yeah, it's good that I saved this package. Then good deal. Dollar Tree bought out Family Dollar. What? It will be merged. Really? I didn't know that. I know Family Dollars, guys, have been run. They, like, all the ones around here are kind of run down, and actually not even just around here. All the ones that I see, they're kind of run down. The inside's just kind of in disrepair, and it's kind of been going that route for the last a solid 10 years, I would say. Let's see, that would have been, yeah, probably roughly. I remember that was one of the last places I took my grandma was Family Dollar. And I remember it being kind of run down then, which of course I've been in there since then. But I don't go to Family Dollar very often. Actually, I haven't been there in years. I think they're talking about Dan says he's on his way to work, but he's listening. Got both here in my city, Family Dollar. Prices are not that great. A lot of stuff, yeah. I would have to agree with that. I don't think they've chosen their product line very well inside Family Dollar. I think a lot of their stuff, it's just not that good. So, Yeah, I can't believe Dollar Tree bought them out there. That just blows my mind. Unless they're just going to use their locations, I can't see them really keeping Family Dollar alive. Not, I honestly, I don't know how Dollar Tree makes any money. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Their profit margins have to be so minuscule. I don't know how they make a living, but obviously it's working for them because they seem to be doing pretty well. Locations keep popping up. I mean, I enjoy going in there and buying crap for $1 sometimes. We had 2 Dollar Trees here in Victoria, British Columbia. One shut down because of asbestos contamination. They redid the store and exposed the edges of the asbestos in the floor tiles. Okay, so I used to be an asbestos worker, and as far as the floor tiling goes, what that is it's something called mastic, and it's like this black tacky stuff, and it also was made into the floor tiles, like the hard floor tiles. But I'm going to tell you right now, there is absolutely no way that you could get exposed to asbestos by that stuff. You'd have to heat it and scrape it up, or you'd have to hit it with a hammer and turn it into a dust. Like, you'd have to turn it into dust. Now, once asbestos is turned into a dust and the particles get loose, they can float around in a completely sealed room for, I think it's 3 days. I think it's 72 hours with zero air movement at all. They can float around that long. They're that lightweight, and that's why it carries for miles. When you hear about those asbestos mines, the contamination goes for miles and miles around because the stuff is so lightweight. Once it gets in the air, I mean, water is the only thing that really knocks it out of the air. But yeah, I was an asbestos worker for years. One of the coolest things I did while I had that job was I tore out the presidential bunker. There's actually a few documentaries about it. It's located up in inside the Greenbrier. The Greenbrier is this big resort up in I think it's in Greenbrier County. I'm not sure, but it's called the Greenbrier. They have the Greenbrier Classic there now every year. Celebrities. It's a big golf tournament. But that place, it used to have a presidential bunker, a hidden presidential bunker in there, and I actually went inside that and tore it all out of there because that place was absolutely plumb full of asbestos. Some of the worst asbestos I've ever seen in my life was contained in that place. It was inside the movie theater, honestly, was the worst of it. It was sprayed onto the walls, and it was so, it's called friable. It was like just this dry, powdery, like if you touch it, it would leave your fingerprint in it. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting. Yeah, they spend a lot of money and a lot of time removing asbestos. And a lot of times, honestly, it ends up just being floor tile and stuff. And the floor tile, again, it's not harmful really. It's just not. Unless it's, again, I told you how the only way you can really breathe it in from floor tile is to crush it up with hammers or something. You know, if you go in and beating on it with jackhammers or hammers or whatever, and turning it to dust. Alright, I'm going to finish this coffee off, I think. Alright, it's time for a canned camel to wrap up this live stream. It's a pretty good ration, though, I gotta say. For a 7-year-old IMP, the Ritz crackers were absolute trash. Horrible, horrible crap. The brand bar was a little bit stale, but it was cool that I ended up getting all the doubles. I thought that was a really interesting. I don't know. I thought that was really cool. Surely that wasn't how it was supposed to be. I seriously doubt there was supposed to be 2 soy sauces, and I doubt there was supposed to be 2 full coffees. Now, maybe there was supposed to be 2 sports drinks, and that's why they substituted a coffee. I'm not really sure. Not really sure. Yeah, I'm going to try to. Well, I am. I'm going to film the unboxings tomorrow, and there's not a whole lot of editing involved with that. They'll be shorter. It'll be a short video most likely because that's the only two boxes I have is Gail's and Dan's Mr. Cyanide cookies or Daniel. So yeah, I'll film that tomorrow and probably put that up. I don't know when I'll put that up, but I will have these things opened up on the next live stream. So that works. I'm going to throw a couple of these in a humidor and see what happens. If it brings any life back to them. Easy Money says do a Sunday morning live stream for that. I guess I could. I could do it as a live stream and just make it really, really short. I don't know how well that would work out, though. Going over this ration again. The soy sauce kind of sucked. Like, it didn't taste like soy sauce that I'm used to. Just had some soy sauce today, as a matter of fact, and it was completely different from that. Maybe age kind of got to that a little bit. That's a possibility. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay, I got the coffee-flavored Werther's, too. Wrap it up with that after I smoke this smoke. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's a nice presentation. Look at that. Swirly. Somebody says that isn't good, Daniel. I think my apartment building has asbestos. The owner still hasn't come to look at the damage after the November 30th earthquake, and we have many substantial aftershocks since too. There's really no way of to tell by looking at something if it's asbestos or not, because fiberglass looks exactly the same, and they use it in the exact same applications. The only way to know for sure is to send it off and have it tested. So again, there's no way to visually know for sure. Even like after I've done it for years, I could tell pretty much by the age of the building, by how it was applied. I'd have a really good idea that it was going to come back positive for asbestos, but is no guarantee. It could come back just being straight up fiberglass, and that does happen. It's really going to depend on the age of your building. So how old is your building, Daniel? I think it was Daniel that said that. Yep, the shared laundry room ceiling has been lying on the floor for about 7 to 8 weeks. So that sucks. Gina, good night. Catch you on the next live feed. Yep. Appreciate you. And I'll probably do a premiere with the pizza video. So there will be a chat on that as well. So if you guys want to chat whenever I release that video, that'll either be tomorrow evening or Monday evening. Probably Monday. I hate to release videos on Sunday, but I still may do it. I may do it. Blindside, your grandfather died from exposure from when he worked at the ironworks in Point Pleasant. Yeah, that sucks, dude. That's a horrible, horrible, horrible way to go. Man, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear anyone. My Uncle Red actually passed away from mesothelioma. And, of course, it started out with he had asbestosis, and it turned into mesothelioma. And it was just pure hell. It was just, he very slowly began to not be able to breathe on his own, and he wore oxygen all the time. And then it just kept to the point where he couldn't get a breath at all. And it was horrible. The breaker box has an installation date of 8/1971. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. You're right. You're right in that area where, it could be either or. It could be either or, Daniel. You could get lucky, and it may not be asbestos. And if it was in ceiling tiles, that's pretty friable stuff. easy to get exposed. If one of those falls down out of the ceiling, you're going to have a cloud of that stuff go up in the air, and it's going to be floating around in there for days. The best thing to do is to just honestly mist the air or humidify the air to try to knock it down out of the air. So, yeah. Are you at high risk from your work? Probably, man. Probably, yeah. Wandering Marine Veteran says, oh, Robin, hello. Oh, thank you so much for the cool $10 donation, man. Holy cow. I didn't expect that. Right here at the end of the live stream. Really do appreciate that. Wow. Yeah, thank you again to everyone who's donated tonight and opted to spend some time. You know, I don't take you guys for granted. Thanks again, Robin, for that. I really appreciate that. And to everyone else, Blindside, who's doubled up tonight and donated twice. I think, let's see, I think Renee donated earlier, trying to get me to, how can I check to see? I'm going to go back and see if I can go through a list of everyone who's donated tonight. Wandering Marine Veteran asked me if I'm high risk because of what I used to do. And the answer to that is probably yes. I used to have to go every 4 years to have a scan on my lungs, but I haven't messed with asbestos for so long. I've been out of it for 15 years. I haven't done it for 15 years. I think 2004 was the last time I worked an asbestos job. I think. Actually, no, it might have been 06. It might have been 2006. So maybe it's been 13 years since I've done that. Marilyn, she donated tonight. And yes, Renee did. And who else? I scanned almost all the way back. Okay, Blindside I think was the first one. So I've made it through everyone. Thank you guys again so much for that. And yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. Kalen, there's a guy in South Africa who occasionally does ration reviews. His channel's name's Blind. Oh, I think that's a girl, actually. I could be wrong about that. I think, actually, well, I actually know. Blind Fox has done a crap load of the South African rations. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that she's done the entire lineup of, she's done the entire case. I know she's done every menu from the regular, what the South African Defense Force rations are. Now, the ones that that we have gotten are supposedly a civilian version, but I honestly think that those are the exact same thing that they give to the military. I'm almost positive that they are. Walking into work now, guys and girls. Have a great day. Well, have a good one there, Dan, man. You must just now be, it must be morning time over there. I always forget what time it is in Australia. Let's see here. Daniel, thanks, guys. Might have to call the city to get the end of the profit manager moving on it. Yeah, well, Daniel, dude, you can do it yourself. You can take it and have it sent off to have it tested. I doubt it costs too much anymore. I'd say you could probably have a sample tested for, honestly, I don't know. If I was to guess, I would say $100 or less, but I could be wrong, which I know it's a lot of money, but it's also peace of mind to know that you're not exposed to asbestos and haven't been exposed really bad. Because if you have, and in a situation like that, then you definitely want to document it and just hope for the best after that. Because once it happens, there's nothing you can do about it. The thing with asbestos is, okay, fiberglass is a straight barb like this. Asbestos is like a fish hook. It literally has a barb on the end. So when it goes into your lungs, it attaches itself just like a fish hook, and it will not come out. Now, fiberglass, it will filter through your body, believe it or not. Usually, once you get it in your lungs or whatever, where it's like a straight barb, it'll go through it. You won't cough it out or anything. Like, it'll get into your bloodstream or whatever, and it'll come out. It'll either come out your pores or it'll come out other ways, you know. But yeah, that's usually what happens. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of research with asbestos. I used to take classes with it all the time, and I was very educated on asbestos at one point, but it's been a long time. I've forgotten a lot of what I used to know. So, all right, guys. I'm going to wrap the live stream up. I appreciate, which I think we already know, that this is going to be like a nice sweet caramel coffee candy. So I'll pop that in my mouth as soon as I wrap this up, because I am kind of looking forward to that, actually. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out on the live stream tonight. And if I get to do one again this week, I'll try to let you guys know a day ahead of time. Scheduling wise, as soon as I know what's going on with my old lady, if she's going to close one evening, then I'll take advantage of that day to have a nice live stream. So I also want to say thanks to all my patrons. I was just thinking about today how I was going to deal with, I still haven't figured out how to deal with that. Even I haven't figured out how to deal with the money that I have saved up over there. It's been probably getting close to 2 years that I have saved every single penny that has came into Patreon. And I thank you guys so much, and I'm going to put that towards a new computer for sure. That's the whole goal of that. Every dime of that's going to go to, well, I can't say every dime because I don't know exactly how much the computer is going to cost, but close to it. So that is something I got to figure out, and then I have to find the computer that meets the specs that I need to have for editing and whatnot for the videos. So, thanks again to my patrons. Thanks to everyone who donates on a live stream. You guys are just overly generous, and I'm humbled by it every single time. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. And this was a fun one tonight. I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And yeah, I guess all I got left to do is say, wait a minute, are you on Instagram? No, should I make an Instagram or something? Like, I don't know, man. I've been debating on that. I know I'm wrapping the live stream up here, but that just made me think of it. I probably should make either an Instagram or like an Oldsmokey Facebook page or something of that nature. I just haven't done. I try to steer away from the social media stuff. It's kind of refreshing for me to know that I'm not a part of that, but I probably should be. I probably should get involved in that, because it would be good for the viewers and for my channel to have something like that going on. But all right, guys. Robin, hey, thanks again for the donation there at the end. I really appreciate that. But I guess all I got left to do is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next live stream. Later.